So hello everybody. So what is port? Well, first and foremost, to be real port or Porto, it has to come from Portugal, more specifically from the Douro Valley in northern Portugal. Port is a fortified wine, and even though it's made in Portugal, it has its history and roots in England when there was a real need to be able to create a wine that wouldn't spoil during long journeys, during the times of slow-moving ships. This is part of the reason why most ports have English names to their labels. So what is a fortified wine and what exactly does that mean? Well, port starts out just like the regular winemaking process in that you add yeast to the sugar and the grape juice and it starts to ferment. But the difference here is that about 2 to 3 days into the fermentation process, when about half of the sugar is still left over, they add a grape brandy, which is distilled. Now, this grape brandy is at about 77% alcohol. The mix is about 1/4 brandy and 3/4 grape juice. Now, what happens when this 77% alcohol is added in with the grape juice that's been fermenting, it immediately kills the yeast and stops fermentation. So you're now left with port at about 20% alcohol, but it still has a lot of the leftover sugar that didn't ferment. The end result is a fortified wine, a high alcohol wine that still has a lot of sweetness. As a matter of fact, it has over 100 grams of residual sugar per liter in a regular port. Like and follow for more, and I'm going to talk about the different types of port as we break down the difference between ruby and tawny ports. Cheers, everybody.